Chapter 1729. The reason why Alex wanted to leave Adam Smith and Don Steven aside was to find a chance to act alone, so as to try to track these ninjas, how many of them there are. Moreover, he knew very well in his heart that since the other party had followed him to the hotel, he would definitely think that no matter where he went now, he would definitely return to the hotel. Therefore, there is a high probability that they will not follow him with 4 people. It's not that Alex was afraid of the other party's group, but he felt that there were only 4 people who followed all the way from Beijing. If they were all alone, Maki Takahashi might have no one available. If you solve all your opponents in one go, the rest of your time in China will be boring. Therefore, Alex hopes to give them a breakdown one by one. Only by breaking through them one by one can the opponent's fears continue to increase. And the fears of Takahashi Maki can be continuously increased. When leaving the hotel, Alex had already noticed that the other party only sent one person to follow him in secret this time. So, he planned to take this single guy first. The guy who was alone, named Tinglin Qingtian, was a distant relative of the Tinglin family. He learned ninjutsu from Tinglin Zhengsha's father when he was young, so he was commensurate with Tinglin Zhengsha's brother. Among the 4 brothers of Tinglin Zhengsha, although Tinglin Qingshan's strength is not the strongest, but his talent is extremely high, especially very good at concealment and tracking. He debuted for many years and has never been escaped by the other no matter who is being tracked. Tinglin Qingtian followed Alex all the way, and followed him away from the downtown area and the residential area with a high density of living. The distance from Alex was always between 100 and 200 meters. His figure is very hidden, and his aura is very well controlled. People with less strength may not notice that he has been eyeing. After leaving the city, Alex went straight to a park by the river. As it was already night, the weather was cold, and it was in the suburbs. The park was empty. Seeing that Alex entered the park, he followed him all the way into the park. But what made him dream of was that Alex, who had been under his nose, suddenly disappeared after entering the park. As a master of ninjutsu all year round, Tinglin Qingshan's senses of hearing, sight, smell and touch are much more sensitive than ordinary people. He can hear sounds that ordinary people can't hear. He can also see things that ordinary people can't see. His most powerful thing is that he is beyond ordinary hearing. Ninja tracking in the middle of the night relies on hearing the most. Tinglin Qingtian can hear the sound of crickets crawling in the grass and the movement of ants crawling out of the cave within a radius of 200 to 300 meters because of his good hearing. He can hear everyone's breathing and heartbeat within a radius of 500 meters. When people are hiding, they can stay still or speak, but breathing and heartbeat cannot be avoided anyway. Therefore, it is impossible for ordinary people to escape the surveillance of Tinglin Qingtian. However, Alex, who was still within his sight and hearing range, suddenly disappeared without a trace, no footsteps, no breathing, and no heartbeat. It's not difficult to hold your breath for a short time, but you can't make your heart stop beating, right? This is obviously beyond human control. This made Tinglin Qingtian suddenly nervous, because he realized that this thing is unusual. He immediately suppressed his breath to the extreme with extreme vigilance, and then remained motionless, carefully listening to the surrounding sounds. At the same time, he has pulled out 2 dark shurikens from his arms. The shuriken is one of the most commonly used weapons by Chinese ninjas. The length of this weapon is about 15 centimeters. It has symmetrical blades on both sides and a short grip, which looks like a dagger.